Hi everyone, in today's video I will show you how to use wildcard matching in PowerShell. So as I said, in this video you will learn how to use wildcard matching in PowerShell. We will use something what we call -like operator. -like operator compares a string using wildcards instead of exact matching. And I will show you some examples why it might be so useful. So let's start with the word PowerShell. We will basically compare the strings. So PowerShell is a string that we will start with, and now we will use -like operator as I said before. And now I will write something like this. So shell and the asterisk sign at the beginning. What does it mean? By doing something like this, we are basically checking if the word is ending with the shell. In this case it is ending because it is PowerShell, so we are getting true. This asterisk sign basically stands for multiple characters that can be here before the word shell. So you can do something like this also. So again, PowerShell, shell, and we can check if the word starts with the power, for example. So we can do quotes, power, and asterisk sign. As you can see, we are also getting true. Why? Because this asterisk sign stands for any number of characters after this word of power. So this is how it works. If I would do something like this, for example, power with double R, as you can see, we are getting false because we don't have a power with double R right here. We have only one R. Okay, so this is an asterisk sign. Of course, we can do something like this. So we can use this asterisk sign at the end and at the beginning. So let's use power, shell, and -like, and for example, asterisk sign, for example, where, and shell, like this, but I made a upper H right there. So I will correct that, and asterisk sign, and we have to close the quote. So what we are doing, we are basically checking if this word contains this fragment of the text. It can be at the end, it can be in the middle, it can be at the beginning. It doesn't really matter. We are looking for this fragment of the text. As you can see, we are getting true because this thing is right there. So now we can move to the question mark operator, which is a little bit different because, as I said, this asterisk sign stands for any number of characters, but question mark stands for exactly one character. So let's do something like this. For example, cat, and now -like, and we will use, for example, cat with the question mark. As you can see, we are getting true because question mark stands for only one character. It can be cat. We can change it, for example, to, I don't know, cat with the U, to cat something. As you can see, we are also getting true. But with the, if you will add, for example, two signs right there, two letters, for example, card, it will not work. We will get false because, as I said, we are only checking one character with the question mark. If you want to check two characters, you can do two question marks like this. You will get true, or you can use asterisk sign that stands for multiple characters. You will also get true. So this is how it works. And now I think this is pretty easy to understand. So basically, the most important thing, asterisk is multiple characters and question mark is one character. And now we can do something what we call maybe negative matching. So we will do something like this. So for example, power, again this PowerShell word, and we can use notlike. So notlike, and we can for example use for the word bash. So we are checking if the PowerShell contains a word bash. As you can see, it does not contain the word bash, so we are getting true, because we are getting notlike. So we are getting true if the if the pattern does not match. If I will add, for example, somewhere there bash, we will get false. So this is how it works. You can of course check it with the question mark, but I think it's pretty simple, so I will not do it. And now, it's very important to say about the case sensitivity of the -like operator, because by default it is case insensitive. So if I will do something like this, so for example, hello, and we will compare it to hello in the upper cases, we will get true, because this is case insensitive. If you want to use case sensitivity, so you need to make sure that every letter is correct, and it really matters to you if you have upper or lower case. You can use clike. Clike is case sensitive, so in that case I will get false, but if I will change it to the hello in the lower case, I will get true. So this is how it works. So that's basically all in this video. This is how you can do something what we call wildcard matching with -like operator in PowerShell. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.